Welcome, guys, to the Off Topic Podcast, episode 88. My name is H.
And I'm Koba the Gorilla, guys, and we are the Off Topic Podcast, the hottest podcast
The fastest growing
in
podcast.
the 626.
That's right, the Kings.
They call us the 626 Kings, the 626
Brendan Schaub
Lords.
said it himself.
We're getting to that, not yet.
In a bit.
Yeah, so we had a cool little week. For those of you that follow us on Off Topic Podcast 34 on Instagram, you all should do that, please. It'll help us a lot.
You guys see everything, what happens behind the scenes.
Honestly, that's like the mothership of Off Topic. Like
Yeah.
the Instagram, Off Topic Podcast 34 is where shit goes down and you see us. And you see what's going on.
In our natural habitat.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a perfect way to say it. I'm here with Golfing H, a new H.
Oh, yeah, I was golfing with my buddies that just sold a couple $1 million, Nah, just kidding. It was pretty fun today. I got better at it, yeah.
Where'd you golf?
Bell
Gardens?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool. Nice. It was on 9 holes, so it wasn't too big of a court,
If they say golfing is for rich people, is it because you already know when we become the Off Topic millionaires, you're getting ready for that? So that when you're rich,
I am getting ready for that.
You can smoke Larry David in a game of golf?
Yeah, and then have the fastest golfing cart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Huh?
Maybe run them over on purpose to make it an accident.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. How much do you think those expensive golf clubs are? Like the ones Larry David goes to?
Probably 50K.
50K.
Maybe I don't get it. Guess. Because my friend was telling me today, the one that I went with, that if you go just to play in the 18-hole field, it's $60 or $80
Damn.
for one day.
Just to play
Just
with
to play.
none of the benefits, nothing else.
Nah, just to play your game.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Where we went today, it was pretty cheap, $10.
Yeah, I feel like that's a you thing.
Yeah.
See, we have different interests, right? Like there's stuff Henry wants to do and stuff I don't want to do. Like golfing is, I don't really care about that. But that's cool though, because I know you fuck with it.
Yeah.
You look fresh though.
Thank you.
I told you that too. You look fresh.
Yeah, you did actually.
Yeah. But yeah, golfing doesn't interest me.
You should try it though.
What would be a rich activity you would see me doing? How about that? That's a good little subject, right?
Probably that was a corny ass one.
What?
No. I'm not gonna say that one. Like a rich activity?
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah, so see, he doesn't think I'm fancy, so I guess
No,
I won't do any rich activity.
The only rich activity I know is polo and golf. I don't know. What else do you? I don't know. Maybe they're the boring ones.
I mean, they are the boring ones.
What else? Nah, it's nice. It's pretty cool.
Yeah?
It is. You should try it.
I'll try it one day.
Yeah.
I'll try it one day.
My wrist.
We'll do a Koba versus H. You'll smoke me, but still, it'll be fun.
It's
Imagine I'm a natural. How crazy would that be? Imagine I'm like a Tiger Woods, and I just stopped podcasting because I'm a prodigy at golf at age 25.
With a cigarette in your fucking mouth.
I'm in better shape than most golfers. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But that's cool though. Did you guys have caddies and shit like that, or not really?
Nah, we're walking. That's why I'm kind of sore from. It was a little tired.
You were gonna challenge Gio to a golfing match. You want to cut the promo right now?
Gio, with all respect in the world, but I think I am ready to put in those 18 holes in that field in the country club.
Yeah.
But you know what? Give me a couple more months to prepare because I know what I'm messing with. I know you're the don of this game.
And I don't have equipment.
And I don't have equipment yet. But don't worry. Dick Sporting Goods is holding it on for me.
And this is Koba. This is Koba, HG's manager. Let him borrow equipment, maybe. Worst professional.
You're a phone letting you borrow.
Like Messi doesn't have cleats.
Your asshole will beat you.
Yeah. That's cool though, man. That's pretty sick, dude. He fucks with frisbee golf and shit like that. Yeah.
You know what was fun?
What?
Ultimate Frisbee.
Ultimate Frisbee?
Yeah.
It's just Frisbee though, right? What makes it ultimate?
Well, that it's kind of like football, but it's Frisbee.
Well, you can tackle people?
Not tackle, but it's kind of like flag football, but with Frisbee.
Flag football was fun in school. I did fuck with that.
I remember I was thinking about it was in 6th grade. And I remember playing Ultimate Frisbee. And
why are you whispering though?
And I just started laughing hard as fuck in front of her too. I just couldn't stand it. Oh, this girl got hit with a frisbee in the nose.
She just got donked in the fucking nose.
She was like beat down, like if she had a UFC fight recently, like everybody. Oh,
why did girls in high schools always wear like a cast, and they were always on crutches for like 6 months of the school year
for a fake ass injury?
Like, what's wrong with you? Like, just recover already.
And you know what's the funny part?
What?
That all the girls were, are you okay? Are you okay?
And you're over there.
Like, bro, she's not okay. You're not helping the situation.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't ever want to be asked if you're okay.
Yeah, like,
I feel like that just makes it worse.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up.
You know, they say kids, like, when kids fall, like toddlers, they don't start crying until, like, everyone goes, oh, my God, like, are you okay? And then kids start crying. Oh, shit. And I actually think that's true, actually.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Because the drama of it, like, it makes it more, you know? Mm-hmm. But who the fuck knows, man? Mm-hmm. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows?
Happy birthday to the U.S. of A.
Hell yeah.
4th of July.
That's right. You know what I hate about the national anthem?
What?
When people sing it in games and they put too much crema on it.
I hate that shit.
In the land of the free. I hate that shit. And I'm obviously not trying. I'm making fun of it.
No.
Like that whole,
like, why are you making your own now?
I hate that shit.
Like, you don't own it, you know?
Yeah, you're taking liberties? Fuck that. You don't get to do that shit.
Well, let the crowd sing, you know?
Yeah, like, just do it like a soldier would, you know? Like, just do it like...
normal.
Exactly. I hate that shit. 4th of July. I didn't do much. I stayed in. I didn't go out, actually.
We were closing buddies.
Yeah, we were closing buddies.
I know, it's kind of suck. Yeah.
Shitty job. I want to do some cool stuff.
I fuck 9 to 5.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah.
So, 4th of July was cool.
Yeah.
Did you lose any of your fingers?
You know what? I did not. So I feel like I need an award actually for having my 5 fingers after 4th of July. I feel like that should be like we should celebrate 5th of July for all the people that have 5 fingers.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Because you know that day some guys. Jerry.
How bitch is it to lose your fingers? Like just like
you
know?
How bitch is it? Like like.
Now like Saving Private Ryan when fools got their arms blown off.
Like at least it was,
no one got their fingers blown
I was gonna say at least it was like a cool way to lose it, but at least like here in 4th of July, it's because I was trying to impress this little kid, you know, like make him see his first firework.
Yeah.
Then you ended up losing your fingers.
Exactly, dude.
Now you're called like 2 fingers and shit, like from Wrong Turn.
I've never seen Wrong Turn. Is it good?
Yeah, you should watch it. They're like these deformed ass families that kill people. It was pretty cool. Nothing badass, you know. But yeah,
that's good, man.
You know, people ended up with a couple fingers this week. So.
I don't mind 4th of July. I know like a lot of fucking people are like, oh, I couldn't sleep. Like, dude, it's one time a fucking year,
and they expected it too. They act like they didn't know it was coming, you know.
Yeah, like it is what it is, dude. Be uncomfortable for one night, you know. Fuck off. I hate that shit. But I'm also not. Like, do you ever see people that, like, you know shouldn't be spending money on fireworks, buying fireworks? And you're like, oh, maybe save that money a little bit. Yeah.
And even, like, for, like, some useless-ass fireworks, like, they don't even go up.
The ones that I hate the ones that you light and they just go...
Yeah, I hate those. They kind of, like... That's en burla, you know? Like, they're tricking you.
Because they launch so dope, they go, like...
It's like some pedo.
Yeah, like it's so dope when you launch a firework, you light it, and then just. It's like, look, what the fuck? I gave the Arab at the stand $20 for this shit. Fuck that. But nah, dude, how gangster is it? In my apartments across the street, they're doing like city road work. And they have like these little trenches, like some World War I trenches. And just fucking kids and families were lighting fireworks. They were jaywalking to the middle of the road, lighting their firework, running back from the trench and just lighting up the fucking trench. It was so cool.
Imagine one like just fell down.
Dude. And also like fuck city workers, so I'm glad they were doing that. Yeah, dude. I feel like city workers milk jobs for sure.
They have to.
And I feel like, you know what I hate is I feel like they think they're like big construction tycoons. Like,
they'll wear like a Milwaukee pencil in their ear.
Yeah,
because they're like heavy hitters.
Because the city will hire anyone, you know? Yeah. You're not the Irish people that fucking built the New York subways and the Italian foods that bricklayers, like badass foods. Like, you didn't do the Chrysler building, you know?
Were
like
smoking.
Yeah. You did a fucking curb on Arrow Highway. You're not a fucking badass construction worker. And then the people that I know, like personally, that work for the city, I'm like, you're a fucking lazy ass dumbass. Like, I know you're not doing nothing cool. Like,
I don't even trust you.
I
don't even trust that sidewalk anymore.
I wouldn't trust you delivering a pizza, let alone fucking doing road work, dude. That's a good fucking. Like, fuck off, you know? Man. Other than that, before that, we had a pretty cool fucking week.
Fuck yeah.
Amazing week. Anyone that follows us on Instagram, at Off Topic Podcast 34, please follow. Say hello. Talk to us, right? We're nice.
Yep.
So we went to the Laugh Factory that just opened up in Covina, which is a pretty big deal for Covina. For the people that don't follow the stand-up scene in California or in general, a lot of the clubs are like in big cities, or like in LA, they're like in Irvine, like, you know, like nice, like kind of out of the way, you know, not too out of the way, but they're not next to us, you know.
Yeah, so they're more like, what's it called,
you gotta drive. It's a mission.
Yeah, it's
a day. And it was pretty cool actually when we saw Laugh Factory. Like, every time we walked home, we drove past it, where I was like, fuck, can't wait. So we had to go, right? And then I mentioned it before. One of the podcasts I fucking listened to a long time ago was called The Fighter and the Kid. And for anyone that follows UFC or comedy or anything like that, they know Fighter and the Kid has Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen. Brendan Schaub used to be a UFC heavyweight, and, you know, he transitioned into comedy, and he got his bones there, and he was doing the podcast, and it basically, they announced that he was going to do a show there, and I told you, I was like, are you off Thursday? And you're like, yeah. And I was like, fuck it, I'll get us tickets. And that's it. Like, we got fucking front row tickets. Probably not the best choice for a comedy club. We didn't get roasted that much, though, right?
Nah, they were just like asking, oh, are you guys a couple?
Yeah, like asking shit like that, you know? Yeah, it was cool, though. I mean, I don't get offended by shit, so.
Nah.
A little pause. But, so I'm like, damn, that's cool. Like, I got to see Brendan. And we finally see him, and you were like a little like, oh, like that's crazy that we're gonna see him, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was pretty crazy. I like, oh shit, like that's a guy, you know?
Yeah, that's the guy
that we see on YouTube, you know?
Yeah,
like, shit, or TV, you know?
Showtime everywhere.
Yeah, so it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, and then the openers were funny, of course, too. They're pretty they were funny. They were all funny. And then so anyway, the show comes on. Brendan did like 40 minutes.
Yeah, he was a while, actually.
Yeah, I was shocked.
I thought it was going to be like 15 or like...
Yeah, no, it was like 40 minutes.
Is he preparing for a special or what?
Usually most comedians do that. I don't know personally. I didn't ask him that. And we'll get to that later. But he did a lot. Like, I was expecting like just 10 minutes, 20 tops, because he's the main event. And then he just goes like, all right, we're going to be hanging out outside in the front, saying hi to people. And I'm like, oh shit, like I just took a piss. I ran, took a piss.
The crowd sucked.
The crowd sucked, but the thing is,
we were cool.
The thing is, even that Brendan said is like, it's a new club, you know? Like, I feel like people don't know how to act yet. And it's a little, like, you don't really know what to do, right? So even you can even tell, even the comedians were a little challenged by the Covina crowd.
Yeah.
Remember, they kept, like, making jokes about how quiet it was.
Yeah.
So it was even challenging for the comedians, and I think it was also challenging for the crowd.
So you think it's more like, not just with this show or with this comedy club, you think it happens like, say, maybe like with clubs in LA or like Irvine, Ontario, where they're already used to it, where they're like so badass in it, they get so many regulars in?
I truly believe, yeah, because I don't know if it's easier, right? Because I'm not a
or at least they'll criticize the good and the bad, for
but, sure. Like the Comedy Store, right? Like people that don't like comedy will go to the Comedy Store.
Oh, okay.
Like it's cool to go there, right? I feel like you'll never get a dry crowd at the Comedy Store. Unless you're really fucking horrible. I don't think it'll ever happen. Like I said, I don't know. But in a new club like the Laugh Factory Covina, I feel like it was bound to happen. But even then, like it wasn't a funeral home. It was fucking fun. You know, I had a great time.
And there were also some other people that looked like they were having fun as well.
Of course, yeah. We weren't. Trust me, it wasn't a quiet room and just the two of us were laughing.
Nah,
it was nothing like that. It was just more
they were
like
good sports.
Yeah, for sure. And then it was really cool. And then we just see Brendan, like he's talking to people, and we're very respectful, right? Like, what were you thinking at first? Like when you see him, but he's talking to people.
To me, I just like, oh shit, he's right there. Like, is he gonna see us? Like, the good thing is that people were leaving already. You know, like fake ass fans. You know, like, like they just bought the bottle and they left. You know, they're like, fuck yeah, all these people are leaving. So we're like, oh shit, he's right there. Like, and then like he kind of like peeked at us when he was talking to some annoying couple.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they were annoying.
Oh, I don't know, but so
yeah, we're just being silly.
Yeah.
And then I just see him, and do you remember the first thing I told him was like, "Hey, dude, like great show." I was like,
"Yeah, I remember."
I was like, "I remember listening to you fighting the kid," and I was like, "I remember your 10-minute podcast episode, like 10 years ago, where you did a bit where you raped Brian Callen and Will Sasso." Mm-hmm. He was like, "10-minute podcast." He's like, "Damn, that was so long ago." He's like, "I don't even remember that." Like, you know, like he was like, "It was so long ago," and like you could tell that like my comment, it really resonated with him.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he was thinking about it afterwards.
Fuck yeah, he had to.
Because we are real fans. Because we do like Brendan. And I know he gets, like, a lot of hate and stuff. But, like, at the end of the day, like, just because people don't go a certain route to earn their spot doesn't mean they didn't earn it elsewhere, you know? So.
He's there for a reason at the end of the day.
He's there for a reason at the end of the day.
Maybe, I'll take it, like, on me right now. But even probably I even said something, you know, like, where maybe some people don't deserve those chances, but. Exactly. I think like seeing him now, like here last week, it was,
and we talked about that.
Yeah, we did, and I think it just changed our views on him. You know, like,
dude, it changes so much. Where it's like, I even told Brendan that I was like, we're at. So this is a thing too. I told him I was like, we talked for like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
30 at least. And we were talking, and I told him like, he was like, "Oh, are you guys from around here?" I was like, "Yeah, I live in Covina, Baldwin Park. Like, you know, that's pretty much the same area or around there, right?" And then I asked him, like, you asked him actually, and he was like, "Oh, this is what excites me. It's a new club. Like, this is what excites me. You know, it's new. It's a challenge." And like, I respect that too. Like, he can take the easy route and just, I'm gonna do Comedy Store, like, you know, like easy shit, you know. But like, nah, like for him to come and drive 3 hours, like that's pretty fucking cool, you know, that he did that. And so we did talk to him, and he just and we told him. Or I asked him, I was like, "Hey, we do a podcast," and I was like, and I'm not telling you, I didn't ask him to follow, I didn't ask him to nothing.
Nah, he did it.
Because you got to earn that shit. Just like how he earned it and a lot of other comedians earned it, we got to earn our shit too, and it wasn't like that. And I told him, I was like, "This is what we do. We've done it for 2 years consistently. We never miss a week. We did merch. We showed him our merch. He liked our merch. He thought it was funny. The Chihuahua, he thought that shit was funny. We have our little Kara in the shirt. And I told him
#1 sellers in merchandise in the podcast game.
Catch up with no website too, so be ready once we start selling to those Europeans. But anyway, and it was just really cool. Like, he gave us respect, and I think he saw it in us that we're not fucking around, you know.
Yeah.
And
that was a good feeling actually too, knowing that finally somebody that we tell like that's not our friend or anybody respected us, you know, because usually when you tell somebody else like, "Oh, that's cute."
We'll talk more about that. That's interesting. I want to hear your perspective on that. Yeah, that's good.
Because for me, and it was cool coming from a big person like, Joe Rogan's best friend and everything. It was finally cool seeing somebody in that level respecting us when some other people that are lower level than us or lower level in that game and in
or general, around the same,
like they don't even acknowledge us or respect us, you know?
Yeah.
Or take the time to like actually know where we're standing, but we're trying, you know?
Yeah.
But coming from a person like that, like nothing beats it, you know?
Yeah, like
so like that satisfied me and like gave my part gave me the feeling like, you know, like we're doing shit right. Like if this person acknowledges us and we're doing something right, you know?
Dude, like we got emotional afterwards. I was like, especially me. Like I felt like, wow, like it was almost like a wave of relief. And we'll get to the end later. And I hope you guys are really listening, because this does mean maybe this is not really important for the listeners. I just want to laugh right now or something, but it is big because it also affects the Off Topic Army too, because it shows that their support is not going wasted. Yeah. Their support is helping us, and we're gonna make it.
It's loud.
We're gonna make it to the fucking top with you guys. So, you know what? I take that back. It is important to you guys because then when we get big, we could do cool shit for you. We could do giveaways. We could do fucking like cool shit, you know, like
more content.
Yeah, like everything for you guys. Like I want to be like Steve will do it. I want to be like Mr. Beast. I want to buy a fucking car for a fucking listener, do raffles like that. Like I want to do cool shit like that.
Yeah.
And it all starts with the support from heavy hitters like him. And
what beats Brendan right now in LA, you know?
Dude, and I've told you this before.
You told me way before.
Rogan left, he's it right now in LA. And it's crazy now. I wonder if a lot of I actually want to talk to him about this. And we'll get to that after.
Yeah.
Where like I wonder how those people feel. Like the people that doubted him and they like roasted him or whatever. Like now that he's like the kingpin, like how do you feel now? I feel like he's not the type of guy to like stay mad at fools.
Nah,
he was really nice.
I feel like he's a forgiving person and understanding person.
Yeah, because he talked about some tensions, and we won't mention the people he named.
Yeah, it was private with the Off Topic podcast.
Yeah, but I feel like he's like that, where he goes, I get it. So I told him, I was like, we're at that. I told him, I was like, can I pick your brain a little bit? And he said, yeah, go ahead, man. What's up? And I was like, we're at this position where we're known, right? But we're not big.
We're not like to where strangers will see us or or like mention us to
and I told him like sometimes that can get a little frustrating, and for me, right, I'm pretty fucking, you know, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I told him like sometimes like there's a little resentment, and he's like right away he goes, you can't do that. He's like, you can't let that get to you. He's like, you can't, you just got to keep doing your thing. And I know that seems like very simple cliche advice to some people that weren't there, but hearing it from him where he's gone through the hate and all that shit, and for him to tell us that, like, he was like, you can't do that. He's like, you got to keep doing what you're doing. He was like, he said that. He was like, you get to that point, and he interrupted me. He said, you're at that point where you think all these people ain't shit. And I was like, damn, like, so he knows.
Damn.
So he must have seen it either in my face or in my attitude. And then he was just like, you guys got to keep doing it. He's like, think about it. He's like, you guys are selling out merch. He's like, 60 shirts only. And who cares? You sold out 60 shirts in 5 days with no website. Like, right now. That's what I'm saying. And then we were just talking, dude. And we were talking about, and then you talked to him too.
Yeah. I pitched in a little bit more. Like, I mean, obviously I don't know. Well, I'm not at that level of you, like, of fan base, but I do know enough, like, to talk to him. And I forgot what I asked him.
No, yeah, you're the one that asked him if it excites him being at a new club, or if he feels like it's boring, or if he feels like, and he said, no, this is what excites me. You asked him that.
Oh, I was just like,
so you asked him good shit too, like, yeah. And then we talked about it too. I was like, this is my dude. I was like, that's like my, like, you and me are like Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub, you know, like we have that friendship. Yeah, and I feel like that's what he sought too.
I know.
And he's like, that's all you need, man. You need someone fucking, you know, like loyal with you.
Small team and loyalty.
Exactly. And
if
then
it's too big, you're gonna fail.
And then his brother Jay, shout out Jay Schaub, he was running the merch line. So we bought our hoodie. I bought a hoodie. I thought it was a shirt. Funny story. Actually. Yeah. I'll tell him.
I
later.
mean, I still rock it. Like,
I don't give a fuck. I'll wear that shit now. Who gives a fuck?
I bought a shirt, and then
I bought a hoodie.
The badass shit came.
And and he was just talking to us, and he was just like, no, yeah, like, he's like, I don't hold. And he also talked about like not holding each other back, where he was like, Brian does the Steven Crowder show. He's like, he says I gotta do it once. He never once tells Brian like, nah, like, we gotta focus on this. Like, he lets him do his thing, you know. Mm-hmm. And we've talked about that too, where like, if one day you can't be there, or one day I can't be there, like
we always have to think. We've thought about the future, like, even if maybe Koba wants to do this shit later. Well, I mean, we're still gonna make time for the podcast.
Yeah,
it's more like, we have to adjust a couple of things, or I just can't be here, or he can't be here. We'll make that happen. You know, obviously it's not gonna be a permanent move, but we're ready for the future.
Exactly.
We don't want to. I don't want to close doors on Koba, making him stand like, you can't do this comedy,
because that's just insecurity.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't tell him, hey, you can't do this comedy show because we gotta record. You know.
Yeah.
That'll be selfish of me, or that'll be selfish of him if he told me I can't do something like that either. You know. So it's more like I gotta let him grow, and we both gotta grow. You know, too. Like, guy would never take that shit away, you know?
Yeah, you're not gonna cut my wings off and you know, like just do that shit because you're not that type of guy, and
nah,
and we're not those type of people, and that's the thing with him and Brian. Like they've been through a lot, and
they're busy people. Like they do. Whoa, one was doing fighting during podcasting.
Yeah, like fighting top 5 heavyweights.
Yeah,
like fuck that. Like you know, like that's crazy. Like. Going on shows after losing a fight, like
I know, it's crazy.
Not missing it, and then Brian Callen like trying to cheer him up, like just their friendship is like so dope, and it's like, and I like him too. Like Brendan is never sensitive about his fighting career. Like he admits it. Like he's like this is what I love to do. You know, like he doesn't even think about that shit. So I think that's dope. So then we're headed towards the end of the story now, guys. He goes, "Do you guys drink at all?"
No.
Yeah. What happened then?
We were like, yeah, we drink. Like,
yeah.
And then what's it called? Oh, so you reach into the box and it was empty because they sold the Tiger Thick whiskeys.
Yeah.
And then his brother Jay, he was like, "Hey B, I think there's a trunk in your there's a bottle in your trunk." Yeah. And like here, he gave him the keys and like, "Oh, come follow me, guys." And then Cole was like, "Oh, to your car, really?" Yeah. Like, yeah, come over here. Like, oh shit. Yeah. We thought we were gonna I thought I was gonna go to some back with them. You know? Like, and then it was right in front. Like, oh shit. I was
looking for a Porsche. Yeah. Because I know Brendan loves his Porsches.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for too. Then he had like this Alfa Romeo car.
That's Italian, huh?
Yeah, it's an Italian car. We're like, oh shit,
pretty dope car,
pretty badass. And then he like opened it, and then he got the bottle, and then like he showed like his son's shoe. Like, he was all telling, he was like,
"This is how you know I'm a dad."
Yeah, this is how you know I'm a dad. We have that recorded there, and then
and then he just tells us like
how he was giving us props and shit.
Yeah, and then I mean, don't take our word for it. Just hear it here. You know?
Yeah, look.
Weird guy. Go away, man. Big Brown. Keep podcasting, man. Keep crushing it, fellas.
So like, come on, dude. Like he just told us like just keep crushing it, keep podcasting, and then at the end, this is what we're getting at, guys. The end, he goes, "Next time I'm here, I'll do the podcast with you." And I was like,
"So next time,
fuck." And I was cheesing, like I was like fanboying. I was keeping it cool too, but I was also like, really? Like how I asked him like 3 times.
Well, like, yeah, I'm glad you did that because I wanted to reassure, like,
yeah,
like really, like, is this who gonna do it?
Because like he wouldn't say like, look, I would have been cool with a fucking my fucking hair's all messed up. That's why I threw it. I would have been cool with a fucking picture.
Yeah, I was satisfied. We got pictures too, by the way, too, and everything.
Yeah, at Off Topic Podcast.
Oh, and he gave us some 4 hats.
Yeah, he gave us the hats, the thick boy ones. I was wearing it right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the thick boys, guys. And you used to be one, so you can still wear it.
Oh hell yeah!
You were born a thick boy, so
hell yeah.
But yeah, because that's my thing is like I asked him like 4 times. I was probably annoying. I was like, really?
Hurry up.
Really? And then he's like, nah, he wasn't like
no.
Yeah. And then he's like, I promise you. And I was like, I told him, I was like, you remember our faces? He's like, guarantee you, man. There's no way I won't remember you guys. And I was like, fuck.
So we're ready. We're gonna be waiting for Brendan next time he comes over.
And you know what we're gonna do? Like, and we talked about this. Is like now we can't let him down. Now we can't stop doing this. Like,
fuck no.
Like, nah. Like I promise.
But
Go ahead.
But I'm glad that all that work that we've been putting in, it got us to meeting the king of comedy in LA. You know?
Damn. That's crazy.
Like if you think about it, like if we didn't do this shit, we wouldn't have met.
Or
he wouldn't have taken him serious, you know?
Or not even serious. Like I'm sure he would have been nice to all. He was nice to everyone.
But
it's more like, oh, thank you for coming. Yeah, there was a connection and a mutual respect.
Yeah,
exactly.
Which without this, we wouldn't have. You know, we just be somebody else, and that's why I like this platform of podcasting. Or like that we do is more like it. When people ask me, or like, what's the best thing about podcasting? It's obviously the connections you make, you know, and the doors that open up in that world. That world, it opens up doors that you wouldn't know they existed. You know, like now you're in Hollywood. Now you're in this weird party where you think you don't even belong. You know, where you thought you would never even be there. You know,
dude, I'm talking to this guy.
Yeah, it's like, crazy.
It's
you know,
crazy. That's how I felt when I saw Delia at the Irvine Improv. I didn't get to meet Delia. But that's how I felt where I'm just like...
And that one, did you have to pay like a VIP ticket to meet him or how was it?
They sell out quick.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But even then I'm meeting Delia. Seeing Delia was like, that's the guy.
Even Andrew Schultz, remember?
Like, that's the guy.
Yeah.
Those are the guys.
That was weird.
it's Schultz and Brendan, and I mean Rogan left to Texas. Rogan's always a king here.
Yeah,
respect to Rogan.
He'll never
like
go
respect
down.
to Rogan and everything. But honestly, dude, like there's no way we're gonna let Brendan down. There's no way we're gonna let the Off Topic Army let down, and that's the thing. Like this also matters to them because now they're gonna see us on shit, you know. And I'm not gonna fucking.
It's crazy.
I'm not saying it'll happen fucking tomorrow or even next month or even next year, but I truly believe like he meant it, and he will be on our podcast.
He will,
and I guarantee he will have a lot of fucking fun with us.
Fuck yeah,
that's all I can fucking say. So thank you, Brendan. Thank you, Laugh Factory Covina. It was a dope, and we're gonna keep going too. We're gonna meet other comedians.
Hell yeah,
that's the thing. Like you never know who you meet.
You're gonna be seeing Koba posted or me posted or both of us at the same time.
And that's how cool comedy is, dude. Like you meet stars for like, you cannot fucking see Brad Pitt for $20 somewhere. You know,
maybe I
personally,
can, but,
yeah, but that's because he's your uncle. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's my point with like shit like that. When you're like, oh, I went to the Comedy Store. Dave Chappelle came in, did 10 minutes. Like that's the crazy thing about comedy. You just anything can happen. It's fucking insane. And we're a part of it. And I told him too that I want to do stand up too. And he's like, just start doing it. He's like, just start doing stories.
It'll improve
your. He told me, he's like, that's what I started.
You know?
He told me, he's like, that's what I started doing, is telling stories. And his act was funny, dude. He's like really good now.
Yeah, I told people like, cause there are people that at work are like,
or just asking how it was,
and they still had that thing like, oh, do these? They asked me, I'm gonna be honest. Do these still suck? Yeah,
it's
like,
fuck off.
And now, honestly, I just don't like. He's gotten way better, you know.
Yeah,
and he had to get better because he was surrounded by the best, or he still is.
Of course, but that's the thing. Like, he's still treating it like it's new. He's still going to new clubs.
Yeah,
like Covina. Like no one's ever fucking heard of Covina from where he's from.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Like that's respect, you know. He could just, I like the Comedy Store,
or some
and
more
just post there. You know,
there's 100 other comedy stores in.
Gosh, it was funny, dude, and I'm not gonna give away exactly his OJ bit and like bits about like his mom. Like I'm not gonna say it, but like because it's probably about his hour special. But that shit was like I was laughing, dude.
That shit was
funny. I was laughing. That shit was funny. Like I don't know, man, but thank you, dude, and that was really cool. And I have the Tiger Thick whiskey bottle.
We're gonna
right
pop
there
it
in my
open.
closet. We're gonna pop it open
soon.
Special occasion, guys.
Yeah.
So that was our thing with the Laugh Factory Covina. It was fucking awesome. Afterwards, like, and loud sneeze. My brother. And I told Brendan too. I was like, in my apartment with my dad in his underwear. Like, hey man, what did he say?
Hey, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm gonna fuck yeah, something like that.
That's just funny.
Yeah, and then it's just to finish off, like, dude, I got really emotional. Not in front of him.
Nah.
And I was like,
it was when we left.
Yeah, and it was like a quick thing. I wasn't like fucking making a movie scene either. But I was just like, I couldn't believe it and then you said something that fucking hit me hard. We were walking. So now we have a bottle because we Ubered it there.
Yeah. No. Oh, we Ubered. No,
yeah, my dad dropped me off, but we're gonna Uber back. So now we have a bottle. We have 4 hats. Just holding them, no bag, no nothing. And he was just like, let's go to Republic. I'm like, fuck it, let's go to Republic. And then you said something that really fucking hit me. Do you know what you said?
Yes. I said, I knew there was never a waste of time.
Yeah. It was never a waste of time.
Since the beginning. And
when he said that, I truly fucking believe that. Like, this was not a waste of time. Like, all the fucking shit we've put up with, and the crazy thing is, it's not even a finished story yet. You know, this story ends when we die.
Like we didn't even tell you like this, like the very first beginning. Like remember Pasadena when we went driving to Pasadena for a couple episodes.
Yeah,
and they never went up.
Yeah,
because we're using the wrong system, and they were like an hour like of content.
Yeah, dude, and that's the thing. Like, just simple words. Like I knew this wasn't a waste of time. And then you told me to, like, I knew you were the right fucking person for this. And I agree I feel the same way about you. And it's like, this is like the best thing we could have done. And it's like, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I called off work for that day.
Fuck it. Sometimes you gotta do it.
Do you remember what I told you about work? I'll tell you.
Oh, tell me, because I probably know, but I don't want to screw it.
Excuse me. I told him, I was like, because I'd call off work, and you don't like it when I call off work, you know?
Yeah,
and I don't like it either.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, I don't give a fuck about work. I was like, I'll fucking flip burgers again for 5 more years if I fucking have to keep doing this shit. And I told you that seriously.
Yeah, I remember.
And I mean it. And I even said, I was like, these people acting like I won't flip burgers for 5 more fucking years, I'll fucking do that shit any day.
Have you ever thought about what would happen if you didn't start the podcast?
I don't even want that's actually a good question. And by the way, that's the end of the story. Thank you, Brendan.
Yeah, thank you,
Can't
Brendan.
wait to have you. My sister said, "Oh, just bring him to the house because the apartment's."
We could bring him to Lava.
Yeah. But yeah, in a Porsche, huh?
He'll make sense there.
Hell yeah!
What's up, Gio?
Yeah, they probably know each other. And also, shout out Gio. He told me about Fighter and the Kid. He told me about him.
He's the one I told you.
Yeah.
I remember you told me.
Yeah, I told you about all that shit. Not in that way, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So talk about that. What would you be doing without the podcast? I'm gonna go take a piss, and I'll come back and answer.
I just think I would be doing regular, normal jobs, like I guess retail. You know, I'd probably be doing the same thing. I wouldn't. I wasn't seeing myself before the podcast going anywhere, so I thought maybe that would be it for me. You know, well, I'm still doing it, but it's not nothing bad or anything. You know, like I like it. It's just more like I didn't have any other backup plans or any side gigs or during that time before, so I think my thing would just be doing what I do at the moment, but for a longer term and something a little higher as well. That was my thing. But like I said, nothing bad. Like it's a great position. Just now that the podcast came out, I'm glad the whole thing of podcasting came in and we started doing it, and it just now it opens more perspective of it makes dreams come true into a way where it's not crazy for me to think that I could talk to I don't know who, Tom Cruise, one day, have him on the podcast. Like it's not crazy anymore. Like I don't think it's just a little dream I'm having, you know? Like I'll have Messi on one day, you know? Like it's not crazy to me anymore thinking that, you know? That's how I see myself in that position now. So that's pretty cool. Fuck it. Yeah. Thank you, Koba. Koba opened me a blue moon. So I just told him my thing.
Yeah, I heard you. Let me sit down actually so they can hear you talk.
Established 1995.
What would I be doing if I didn't have the podcast? I work retail as well as you.
Yeah.
I like it. I really do.
It's a good place.
I don't hate my job. Like, there's 6-figure salaries in retail. There's fucking stupid money in retail. If you know how to play your cards right, there's stupid money
especially
in retail.
that company.
Of course.
Like you're not a dumbass for being there.
Yeah.
Basically.
No, and that's the thing too. Like, we're not shitting on anyone. It's just now I will trade all the promotions, all the raises, all the stars and fucking trophies. I will trade it all for this podcast now. Like, it does not compare, respectfully, to anyone that's ever done it till retirement, to anyone that's done it till death. It just does not compare to sitting down with my buddy and doing what we think is funny and what we think is good for the people that like hearing that shit. That's the fucking best thing ever.
Knowing that you're improving somebody's day by them listening to you.
Exactly, dude. And then like, I'm just so like you asked, right? Like, what would I do? Like, it's almost a stupid answer. Like, I can't imagine not having this anymore. Now that I have it and I got a little taste, oh man, like, and I feel like
to let go.
Oh, dude, it's a drug, dude. The next day, I was so fucking depressed driving to work. I almost cried. Like, I'm not even fucking kidding. Like, just driving to work. I was not hungover. You know, right? Like, we didn't drink more than we normally did. Like, I was not hungover. I did not feel sick. I was in my car driving to work, And I felt like such a fucking loser. And I felt like, wow, I did all this cool shit last night, and now we're back to bullshit.
To reality.
We're back to reality. Right?
I feel you.
And we didn't even text that much that day.
Nah.
We didn't even talk that much. And I know you were feeling the same way where you were like, fuck, like, you know.
Here we go again.
Like, here we go again.
Like
right?
CJ.
And then I talked to my sister about it. And she just said, "Oh, it's just an adrenaline dump, you know." Like, and that's a real thing.
It is,
you know. But the good thing is that won't be forever. So, definitely, I guess if I didn't have the podcast to answer your question, I'd stay in retail, and I'd make good money. And I know I could get promoted, and I know I could be a salary guy, and I know I could be corporate, and I know I could fucking make $200,000 a year, and which is a lot of fucking money, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I would trade all that for this in a second.
Likewise.
And then that's it. And that's what I would do. Other than that, cheers, bro. Take a sip, though. It's bad luck if you don't. So, yeah, it was awesome, man. Made me want to do stand-up, too, by the way.
I mean, we mentioned in the last
Ooh, and
last
we
year's
keep saying
episode,
it, so I got to say it. I got to do it now.
We got to do it, you know? Like, I've been writing some shit. I think I showed you a couple of
yeah,
shit
have,
I got, you know? But, yeah. We're not saying no to that either, you know?
Fuck no. I know I'm not. And I know you're not either.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be sick, guys. All right. Wow, we got a little deep right there. But it's time for fan questions. Fan questions. Okay. So, I got a fan question right here.
What's up?
From Derek in Missouri.
Derek, shout out to Missouri.
Shout out Missouri. Shout out Derek. Hello, sir. How are you doing today? Oh, well, the what? So this question from Derek is, what future inventions or gadgets would you like to see in your lifetime? For example, hoverboards, flying cars, etc.
Probably some type of machinery that makes your food a faster way.
Ooh.
Than the microwave.
Oh, like if
because you know, like frozen foods, like you have to go through a process of like stirring
sure
or put it in hot water. Like maybe like something that's faster than the microwave.
You know what would be dope? If there was like a magic microwave where you could just put steak and lobster. And 30 seconds, boom, steak and lobster comes.
That'd be that would be basically it. You know,
like a 3D printer for food.
Yeah, basically that. I think what I'm thinking is what you're thinking. Like
yeah. Oh yeah, because it's futuristic. It could be as crazy as we want it to be.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
What do you think about flying cars? I feel like that's boring.
I feel like that's dangerous. People can't even drive in fucking roads. 9/11 happened. We're gonna let fuckers drive? Like,
fuck no.
Yeah, I drive drunk. Imagine driving drunk in the fucking sky. No, I'm just kidding.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Imagine driving drunk in the sky after 12 Bud Lights.
Hey,
that's
man.
the shit you think about. Huh?
Like badass youth you're gonna have. Like,
yeah.
Like, well, I don't know what that's.
FUI, flying under the influence.
FUI.
Oh, fuck, dude. That's hilarious. Imagine. You've been drinking and flying, sir? No. What else would be cool to see?
Not rocket ships. Very boring.
What about anything with health? Anything medicine?
Just cure cancer.
Yeah, that's the obvious ones.
I know. Well, that's the only thing.
Like,
that's the only obvious.
You've been talking about Botox and looking younger.
Oh, maybe like some pills that like make you look younger. You know.
You're so vain. You're so vain. You care so much about looks.
You have to.
How you look. You look pretty fucking fresh on that, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably a pill.
You look pretty healthy right now.
Thank you.
Yeah. A pill that makes you look younger?
Like instead of like getting injections, it'll be a pill, you know?
Yeah.
I think that'll be cool, you know? And more accessible, you know? Maybe like $1,000 for 5 pills.
Wow, you would pay for that?
I would. I mean, both are like what, 3,000, 4,000 for like a couple shots.
Oh, really? Damn, you've been looking.
Yeah.
Damn, you've been looking for Botox.
Dr. Goldstein in Beverly Hills, that's what he charges.
And then I asked some people what they would ask for. My buddy Diego said that this is a stupid answer, but since we're talking about unrealistic shit, He said baddies in a capsule. He goes, there's a little capsule. You click it, throw it on the ground, and like a baddie comes out, like a hot girl comes out.
That's fucking funny.
That wants to fuck you. Like a baddie in a capsule. It's like you'll buy like a blonde baddie capsule and you'll buy like a fucking shit like
funny
that.
as
Baddie in a
fuck.
capsule. Yeah.
Not a
That's
bad
crazy.
idea.
Hey, how much do you know about Scottish football or soccer?
Good amount.
Did you know that, and I'm not trying to lay facts, but I heard from someone. Is it true that their rivalries are based on Protestant versus Catholicism?
Yeah, the Celtic versus Rangers. Celtic are the Catholics and Rangers are the Protestants.
Fuck, because Drew McIntyre's a fan of the Rangers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Celtics are better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked Celtics.
No, but I'm saying that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a good rivalry though.
It's fucking 2023.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I guess.
I never got over it.
Nah, fuck nah, never.
Yeah. I heard they have pubs just
Yeah.
for those teams. My buddy showed
even
me.
England has pubs like Liverpool and shit.
Yeah, my buddy Ian showed me pictures of fucking the club. Like even the lights were blue, like Rangers.
What is he, a Rangers?
Yeah, Rangers fan.
Bruh.
Yeah, let him. He's a real fan. Though.
Celtic.
He's been there though. I respect him.
I respect them, but
Yeah.
Celtic, come on.
Celtic. So it's trip out. They're so balls. They take that so seriously that he has a grandpa who obviously he's older and they live there. He has family that lives in fucking Scotland. So they're fucking Braveheart fucking Scotland, like real Scottish. Not 1/3, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking like how we're real Mexican, he's real Scottish.
Oh shit.
And he fucking tells me that his grandpa was so balls deep in that and that they take it so seriously for his whole life. He's a Boston Celtics fan, like NBA. And his mom always told him, don't ever let your grandpa see you in Celtics fucking jerseys because even though it's basketball, he will see that as a religious thing. So until his grandpa died, he never talked about being a Celtics fan. Never did anything that would let his grandpa. He was like, he would disown me from the family because he would see it. He wouldn't see it as a basketball thing, even though it has nothing to do. The Celtics thing is a leprechaun, right?
Yeah.
The basketball team it has nothing to do with religion. That's how he would see it, and he would disown him for that. That's how fucking balls deep they are in that.
I believe
and
it.
that is so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, dude, there's still tensions with that? That's insane.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
There is. It's just about that.
And he
rivalry.
tells me that. He goes, dude, like.
It's a great rivalry, by the way.
Oh, I bet, dude.
It's a must go to like to any football fan.
Dude, and he told me too. He was like, I asked him, I was like, what about Mexicans? He's like, oh, just go to, who are the Catholics?
In Mexico?
No, like from the team, Rangers or Celtics?
Oh, Celtics.
He told, oh, there you go. He goes, I recommend going to a Celtics game because they know that Mexicans are Catholic and they won't bother you there. So they know that like Mexicans are Catholic, like you'll be straight.
Well, Rangers had Mexicans playing too, actually recently.
Yeah, he said it wouldn't be that big a deal, but he just said to be more like
Celtics. Celtic had it for Juarez 9 years ago too.
You need to talk to Ian. That's just
I
gonna
wanna
be
talk to
dope,
him
dude.
now.
Yeah. But that was really fucking crazy, and
I think that rivalry too, Catholic and Protestant, is like somewhere else in Spain too, or like France. I believe so. I'm not too sure,
yeah.
but I know it exists somewhere else too.
Yeah, it was just crazy. Like, and he goes like, yeah, like that. It's divided.
Yeah,
Like it's one little line, and if you step on that city, like, ooh, it's that crazy. He said that one time he was like fucking drinking, going out, whatever. He's a young man, you know, and that he just steps in it. He's wearing this fucking blue shit, and then he just sees like fucking fools coming out of a pub, Celtics fans, and they're not just coming out singing, chanting. They're coming out with fucking drums, fool. Drumming fucking loud chants, and they chase us out. They chase his ass out. He went under the bridge and everything, just ran out because they were gonna fuck him up.
whoa.
And I asked him, I was like, "Is there like an explaining?" Like I didn't know. He was like, "There's no explaining. They will fuck you up. That's it."
That's
He's
how
like,
soccer fans are. I feel like I guess still going props for being the best.
that's kind of fun, right? Though
It is
I mean,
fun.
no one's dying, you know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure something happened. But like,
Yeah. I'm not like.
we're not wishing nobody to
Yeah,
die, you know. But
yeah.
I do like that soccer fans like are passionate for like. That's what I like, you know. Like I've noticed since basketball teams, football teams, and hockey teams, whatever.
Yeah.
Baseball teams more like you're a fan because they got this player, you know. Where in
Yeah.
soccer it's more like, oh, because you're from that city, you're from that state, or or something belongs to you there, you know.
Yeah,
me
There's
for-
the loyalty.
For me, example, like I'm a Morelia fan because my parents are from there, you know. Like there's a
and
connection.
it's not always fun being a Morena fan. They
Well,
lose,
nah.
right?
Yeah, they lose.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Like,
it's more like there's a connection.
Yeah.
Same with other cities, you know.
yeah.
Or here in MLB, NBA is more like, oh, LeBron James is coming to the Lakers, so now everybody's a Lakers fan, you know.
Yeah.
Stephen Curry's Golden State Warriors, so now everybody's, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you're living.
You're
in
a fan of the player, not the team.
Yeah, you're in LA wearing a Warriors jersey, but when Kobe dies, now you're wearing a Lakers jersey. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fake hard to me, you know.
Yeah.
Where soccer is still like true passion.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then he was also telling me that that he was wearing a PSG because he collects jerseys. He likes jerseys, and he was wearing a PSG jersey.
Yeah.
Just has nothing to do with Scottish football, nothing. And that he was at a pub. I forgot. I think it was a Rangers pub. And that the bartender told me, he's like, "Hey, he's like, I'll serve you, but you gotta zip up your jacket or take off your jersey." And he told him like, "Yeah, I'll serve you, but take that shit off or zip it up because I don't want to see you get fucked up." Because the airport had lost his bag, so he didn't have his clothes with him. So they were going through it, and they were like, "Oh, we'll find it by this time." And his Airbnb was above the pub because some Airbnbs are above the pub. And then he was just like, "Oh, cool! Like I could fucking take a nap, come down, drink, go back up to nap again. You know, like perfect, right?" And then the guy told him, "Hey, zip that shit up or take it off."
Oh shit!
Yeah, he zipped it up, went around the corner, and bought like a plain white shirt.
So you can't even fucking wear like another.
Yeah, he said it's not fair game.
That's crazy.
And he said that shit.
I thought it'd be cool like wearing like a jersey,
like a neutral one, right?
Because I'm thinking like if I go to Europe, I'm gonna be wearing my jerseys.
Yeah, because he said he's like, I have Mexico jerseys, dog. I have the black one. He's like, I rock that shit. I don't give a fuck.
He needs a green one.
Yeah, but over there, it's like, yeah, like damn.
Yeah, it's a beautiful.
That's just
sport.
so crazy, huh?
Yeah, it is.
And I love hearing like, you know, like you talk to people and you're like, man, this fool has like cool stories, like shit like that. So that was really cool.
That's
I didn't know that it was based in fucking religion.
Glasgow, Scotland. Yeah.
Yeah, it was showing me like where they killed William Wallace, the guy from Braveheart, the movie in real life, like the Scottish warrior. Like there's a tower where they killed him.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like so much fucking
Scotland's
history,
beautiful,
man. And it just made me fucking want to travel more. And we are gonna travel more.
Yeah, we are.
So it's fucking crazy, man. What are your fan questions like? Or any other inventions you like to see? Oh, you know what? Shoes that make you run faster would be pretty cool.
You mean like some boost? Like some boost?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I feel like people would overuse them and then like just run into walls and die.
Yeah, for real. Just
All right, let me open this fan question. This fan question goes for both of us. Now the seasons are changing. You guys are... Oh, it's stupid. Are you guys big fans of the summer?
The heat kind of pisses me off. This is my thing. Look, if it's hot.
Oh, by the way, it's from Anthony from Queens, New York.
Does the heat bother you? I don't know. I can't really do it. But anyway, I'm okay with the logic of it being hot during the day. But when it's 3 a.m. and I'm getting ready for work and it's hot, that pisses me off. If it's cold during the day, that pisses me off.
Really?
If it's cold during the night, I understand. If it's hot during the night, pisses me off. If it's hot during the day, I understand. That's how I feel about it.
What if it's like at night, like maybe like a 70-degree temperature? Like,
oh, that's fine.
Okay.
As long as I'm not sweating my balls off. That's what I consider hot.
Okay.
70's nice. You can smoke a cigarette outside with a t-shirt on. You don't have to wear a sweater.
Yeah,
that's nice too. But when it's fucking swampy at 2 a.m, that fucking pisses me off. Yeah.
We don't get that too much here, but I know like going up Bakersfield and shit like that, that's where you feel it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this shit.
That's crazy.
This is hell.
Yeah. Overall, I prefer the cold though.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, the cold is best.
You know,
I also hate seeing like sweat stains on people's armpits and shit.
I get those shits all the time.
Yeah, I hate that shit. It just ruins your nice shirt.
Yeah.
Like your whole outfit could be fresh and people just see like a puddle. It's like, any color is not safe either. White, black, fucking
You're
shit.
fucked.
Yeah,
I
you're
sweat a lot.
fucked. Yeah. Under your armpits?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't sweat a lot under my armpits. More my face.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but that's how I feel about the heat, guys. Anyway. All right, guys.
We're gonna wrap it up.
We're gonna wrap it up.
But
it was a really good episode, guys.
Thank you guys for just staying strong.
Thank you, guys. Kobe the Gorilla. Follow us at Out Topic Podcast 34.
And on Mage, follow us on Twitter at OffTopic34.
Hell yeah, guys. This is Off Topic Podcast, and we are out.
Out.